I needed time alone.
Okay, first night. This shit is crazy. A man just literally moved my whole existence to a caravan. Tomorrow, I hope you know what's going down. What?
That trip taught me more than I could have ever imagined, bro.
I just needed time alone with my own thoughts. Got treasures in my mind, but couldn't open up my own vault. My childlike creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by these grown thoughts. Reality is catching up with me, taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody with this responsibility that they entrusted me. As I look down at my diamond-encrusted teeth, thinking no one man should have all this power. But when I'm the subjects of the battle of creativity.
So I've spent the past few years of my life on this quote-unquote spiritual journey, and along the way I've been sharing the lessons I've learned through creative sketches on TikTok and IG. I'm not a chosen one or a guru or anything like that. Actually, like many hippie origin stories, it starts with a psychedelic induced spiritual awakening, you know what I'm saying? At one of the lowest points in my life, actually. In one trip, I quite literally opened my mind to a new dimension of life itself. By the way, I made a whole story time about that life-changing last trip. It's literally up on my channel today, so you can check that out after this video. But from then onwards, I decided to dedicate my whole creative career to helping people in this day and age awaken into this deeper reality that I was exposed to. Through my little TikTok videos, I help simplify spiritual concepts and open minds to the true subjective nature of reality. Oh, and I also gained 2.6 million followers in the process. Fucking insane. Fast forward to more recently, last you guys heard from me on YouTube, I was writing a book, trying to help the lost souls of today free their minds and find their true selves amongst the noise of the matrix. But little did I know, on this journey of writing this very book, I lost myself. Yeah. So remember that movie Soul, when Joe finds the astral realm and some souls are floating in this divine state of flow, while others, they call them lost souls, are getting dragged down by their attachment to a specific outcome and lose themselves trying to get there? Well, that's a perfect analogy for the predicament I found myself in for the past 6 to 9 months. Let me paint you guys a picture. In 2022, I successfully freed my mind and found my true self by leaning into the uncertainty of my situation. Skip to 1 year later, and the same person is an anxious, frustrated perfectionist, paralyzed by his fear of failure, on the brink of burnout. How the fuck did this happen? Your boy quite literally broke the matrix and fell straight back in the trap again. Only now with 2.7 million followers who thinks that he's this enlightened guru. P for pressure, right? I needed time alone. And this is where the Hyperbolic Time Chamber Protocol was born. Wait, what? Is this DBZ, my boy? Oh, shush. I made it my own thing, okay? So let's go over the rules inside the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Number 1, limited instant gratification, which means no social media consumption, no processed food, no weed, tobacco or alcohol, and no digital entertainment of any kind. Little disclaimer here, I did allow myself 1 bottle of Merlot and some Naruto, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a robot, I may be undisciplined, but I did need to give myself some, man, you know what I'm saying? But only bring things that you enjoy but you're not addicted to, you know? Because I couldn't bring weed, because then the whole Hyperbolic Time Chamber would have just been useless. Because I would have smoked that shit every day. Alright, number 2, a minimum of 20 minutes of daily meditation. Number 3, constant self-discovery journaling. And that means every time you get a thought or anytime anything happens, you write it down, bro, constantly. Number 4, 12-12 fasting, which just means 1 morning meal and 1 evening meal, but both need to be highly nutritious. And number 5, this is the big one, at least 1 intentional psychedelic experience. And what better place than to prioritize these rules in the middle of the wilderness, alone, in a caravan. Quick note on the psychedelics before we start. I do not condone the use of any illegal substance. My intention with this video is to simply share my experience and educate those who do want to experiment with psychedelics but don't know how to do so safely. Oh, and by the way, if you want to do this protocol for yourself, I actually made a free guide below that details the whole process that I went through. So go ahead and grab that now for free, man. It's in the description below.
Okay, first night. This shit is crazy. A man just literally moved my whole existence to a caravan for 2 weeks. This is what unemployment is, I guess. Or, no, let's reframe that. This is what entrepreneurship is. You know what I'm saying? We're working on products in here. Just a random, beautiful rainbow. Okay, this is just about it. Just a quick house tour if you really need it, if you haven't already seen it all already. Cooker, sink, bed / living room area, office, shower, shitter, sink again. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cupboard space. That's about it, guys, honestly. And I am completely fine with that, because at the end of the day, what we're here for is for peace of mind. I have no weed out here, you know what I'm saying? So even if I wanted to, I couldn't relapse, which is it's good, to be fair. Yeah, man, we're about to get settled in, unpack, and yeah. Yo, I'm so happy right now. Guys, look at this. Hold on. I'm just unpacking and I just find out that we have a panoramic view. Are you crazy, bro? Oh, that is amazing, fam. What do you lot see? Do you lot just see bare farm? Yeah, I thought so. This is gonna be amazing when I take shrooms. So that is day 1 done. God damn. Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah. Hyperbolic time chamber. Look, you guys hear that? That's my water tank struggling because there's no water inside. Okay, let's see if it's working. Yes, we have water! This is the most primal feeling. Alright, what's next on my day? I need to do some work. That's right. Oh, the dreaded resistance. You know, on a random note as well, the hose water out here tastes better than the tap water out in London. The smell, if you smell the tap water in London, anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm working and I'm just procrastinating. Okay, I just finished writing some of my book and I want to share with you guys the start. Just the start of the book. I want to see what you guys think of it. I'm very defensive. I feel like this pit in my stomach because I know I'm going to put this in the vlog. You know when something means a lot to you? Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me read it.
What if I told you that you have been shaped by forces unseen, molded by the hands of conditioning? Your every thought, word and action has been influenced by a script written before you were born, but you were never aware until now. Your parents, in their loving ignorance, passed on the same programming to you that had been passed down to them. They were merely just playing their part in the cosmic play, perpetuating the cycle of unconscious living. They didn't know the true nature of their own being or the extent to their own godhood, and so they unwittingly programmed you for a life of servitude and unfulfillment. But there is a glimmer of hope, a whisper in the wind, calling you to awaken to your true potential, to break free from the chains of the matrix and reclaim the power of your divine consciousness. This is your invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and liberation, to peel back the layers of conditioning and uncover the truth of who you really are, to walk the path of the awakened and taste the sweet nectar of fulfillment. So will you answer the call? Will you choose to live in creation or remain in the bondage of survival? The choice is yours. Choose wisely.
That's just a little psalm. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man, please. I just find it fucking crazy how insecure I just felt reading that, bro. Because obviously I put so much time into trying to make this book read well, and like, you know, it's human nature to get defensive over your art and over things that you take a lot of pride in, you know. So be gentle, but be criticize. If you have any criticisms, constructive criticisms or anything, please do let me know, man, because I'm trying to make this book the best thing on the market when it comes to spiritual awakening, baby. Come on.
6 hours later.
He is, oh god, and hopefully he's smart enough to get the fuck out. Because I don't want to have to kill you, man. You just another piece of divine consciousness, bro. I was just writing about you, nigga. Alright, get out. It's time. It's time. Get out. Get out. Where are you, man? Are you dead? I hope not. Anyway, guys, that is the end of day 1, bro. I am fucking tired as shit. Tomorrow, I hope you know what's going down. A psychedelic experience. What? I am going to trespass. I don't know if it's actually trespassing, but I do want to go down and see this river, and I'm taking you guys with me. How is a broken gate like even harder to bypass than a normal one? Well, that was a failed attempt at going off grid. City boy vibes. Call me the sheep whisperer. Oh, this is sick. No mental suffering can exist when you are constantly fixated on right now, nigga. And funny enough, the more you focus on now, the higher your vibration is. And the higher your vibration is, the more opportunities you will attract. No matter where you are in the world, fam, go find you some nature. So now man's back from my escapades in nature. You saw the beauty. I really wish I had better filmmaking skills for you guys, man, to show you guys the beauty that I actually saw. Like, there was so much more and the camera can only do it justice. So get out in nature, man. But you know what time it is now. Psilocybin, baby. We gonna get trippy with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm using ginger because, you know, shroomies love to make your belly hurt. There has to be some price for the greatness that you feel, right? Before I start ingesting these shroomies, I just want to give a big shout out to my boy L Money 333, bro. He's actually a TikToker slash YouTuber like me on his Break the Matrix slash awakening journey, just like me. He's 21 as well. There's a lot of similarities. Shit, he's black, you know what I'm saying? And he makes some dope, informative ass content around the same shit that I do. And he gave me a list of these really insightful tips that I just want to share with you guys. If you guys want to trip anytime soon, I would suggest to follow these tips, bro, because he knows what he's talking about. So tip number 1, before the trip, fast. They always get the best on an empty stomach, so try not to eat 6 to 8 hours before you take them. I haven't eaten the whole day. I'm not really a stranger to fasting and stuff, so that really wasn't an issue for me. Tip number 2, music during the trip, for sure. I know that for sure. I have a 30-minute to 1 hour playlist of your favorite songs. I'd be so focused on the music that any worry about the trip or how the trip might go goes out the window. Basically, get some good vibes around you. Number 3, stretch and hydrate well. I haven't even stretched yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Number 4, decide how far you want to go. Me personally, for him talking, if he's reflecting on life and coming into the present moment and connecting with nature, a trip outside is nice. For me, I'm outside and I need to take these pretty quickly because the sun's going to go down. Number 5, remember to breathe deeply. Your whys, I'm sure you're familiar with brain-heart coherence. If not, here's a link. Hey, brain-heart coherence isn't something we need to go into, man. I know about that. Number 6, surrender and trust the shrooms as if they were a parent or guide. When you let go completely, ego disillusion sets in, and that's when the magic happens. Baby! Hey Larry, if you're watching this, you're a real nigga, bro. Thank you for that, man. Everybody go subscribe to his channel. He actually creates bangers. Like, I'm a big fan of his. But yeah, that's all the tips I can give you guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and give this a sip. I hope it don't taste like shit. It's actually tasting quite good. Damn. Oh guys, this is gonna be a good evening, man. I can feel it, baby.
That trip taught me more than I could have ever imagined, bro. That was my first psilocybin trip, my first proper psilocybin trip where it hit me. And I wasn't expecting such a profound lesson from 2 grams of golden teachers. I freed my inner child, bro. We're gonna go through all of it, my whole experience. I have like 3 pages of pure notes from this trip, right? I'm gonna share all of it with you because it was fucking beautiful. It was about creativity. I was just trying to take my mind off of the fact that I just took a psychedelic, because you do get that little bit of anxiety. I didn't have any weed with me, so there was nothing to take my mind off of the trip. Do you get what I mean? So I went on my phone. I wasn't expecting to start scrolling, but my mind just, yeah, go on TikTok, bro, just scroll, look for ideas like an idiot. And then maybe 5-10 minutes went by. I looked up and then it just hit me like a truck, bro. It just hit me like a truck. It all just veil lifted, nigga. Oh my god. And I was like, okay, I'm tripping right now. And then I got that little bit of anxiety, like, you can't get out of it. You can't get out of it now, you're in it. And then I realized I had some trip killers on me, bit of codeine, whatever. My mind instantly calmed down. And so I was like, okay, cool. So what do I do now? The shrooms answered my call. It keeps answering my questions. Every time I have a question, it answers. Like, there's a pattern in this trip. But it told me to just go outside. I was like, I said I won't go and do that, but you the shrooms, you the golden teachers, you're the teacher, you know what I'm saying? Went outside. I actually took you guys with me. After a while, I felt a bit uncomfortable filming myself. I think I actually said that. But I was just looking, I went out back, and there's just this massive expanse of land, and I was just, bro, I got lost in the space of it. And because I'm on shrooms, I'm looking at this vast expanse of land, and all I feel is just pure love vibration, bro. Pure love for this earth and for what I'm seeing and for my experience. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it. I'm just looking at it. I hear the birds chirping. I see the sheep. I'm like, wow. I'm just I'm just thinking about the lessons that my nan tried to teach me. But me being young, ambitious, trying to get to where I'm trying to go, in my vision, in my head, that is contentment. Once I get there, then I'm gonna be content. Ah, shit. Oh, nanny. I understand now. I do. I really do. In that moment, I really felt this feeling that I only used to get when I was a child on her lap. And we used to do this thing every Christmas, watch Christmas movies, innit? And there was just this bliss, this comfort, this warmth that this woman used to give me. And that was the only time that I felt that again. And I felt her presence like right behind me. It's as if she was literally with me, guys. It was crazy, man. It was insane. I'm on an Airbnb caravan or whatever. My shrooms told me leave the property. I shit you not.
I don't know why this had such divine timing, and it was as if it was written, guys. Like, all the days before and so far all the days after this trip, it's been grey. Look outside right now, it's grey, right? This whole time it's been grey as fuck. The day I tripped, it was just beautiful. I'm gonna put some screenshots or whatever I need to show you guys what I was seeing on this trip. And then after, like the day after, I realized it wasn't just because I was tripping that it was that beautiful. It was actually written that that day that I tripped, it was a beautiful, God was trying to show me something. And that's why, and I know maybe some people in the comments are gonna be like, bro, you took it too far, blah blah blah. I had an encounter with God. God and the shrooms were talking to me on that trip, and those that have taken a psychedelic understand what I'm talking about when I say everything in the trip culminates into one big lesson for you. And we're gonna get into that one big lesson after. I just found it amazing that I went to that bridge and I was just staring upon the river, and all I could just see was creation and the beauty of creation. Like, that is God. Creation is God. All of it just washed over me. The sun was hitting the riverbank. Like, there was just this beautiful sunset both on the river and on the grass bit, because there was like a grass bit as soon as you cross the bridge when you're into Wales. There's just this vast land again, like massive land. But as soon as I got on there and I started to like just take in the sunlight, and just because obviously when it's sunset you can do things like sun gaze, so I was staring right at the sun and just taking it in. I turned around, all the trees were, it was as if they were breathing, and we were all breathing in sync. God damn, man, fucking hell. So after just taking that view in for a bit and just relishing in the beauty of creation in general, that's when I realized, like, okay, it's time to go back in the caravan now, get into my body center. I don't know what was telling me that, well, it was obviously the shrooms that was guiding the whole trip, but when I came in, I shit you not, when I sit down, I close my eyes, I see something in my vision as soon as I close my eyes. So I get into this deep meditative state where I'm observing this figure. It's like this dark figure. It's very reactive. It's in my field of vision every single time I close my eyes, bro. I'd close my eyes, he's bounce around, and it's as if like I saw the eyes, but everything else was dark, and it was just in this moment. I'm not scared at all. I'm pure presence. So I understand that everything else is just objects of the human experience, if that makes sense. So I'm just observing this thing happen, and again the shrooms are telling me, calm him down. It had a very male energy. Calm it down, calm him down. So I say out loud, it's all good, you're safe here, it's alright. Still, this energy is still very defensive, very reactive, but I keep saying it, I'm comforting him. I say, you're safe here, this is a safe space. And then all of a sudden he stops, but not like as soon as he stops in my field of vision and melts away slowly. Do you want to know what was in the middle of that reactive figure? It was me as a child, bro, naked and afraid. It didn't really have any like private parts or anything. Just letting you know, but he was afraid as fuck, petrified, scared as fuck. It was as if he had the weight of the world on his shoulders and just wasn't equipped to deal with it. That's how I interpreted it. And because I understood that, I then understood why he was afraid. I understood why he had all of that weight and baggage on his shoulders and why he was so fucking petrified. Because I was putting so much criteria on my creations. because I have a lot of followers and stuff on TikTok, that also comes with a burden and a pressure in my mind subconsciously of, you have all of these people that are waiting to be educated / entertained, so you need to create some great art, you need to create some amazing videos, and then there's this human concept of success and failure, and that is what perfectionism is. When you are so tied to an idea of what success looks like in terms of creation, what failure looks like, you then become scared to fail in creation. But what that trip was trying to show me, what the shrooms were trying to show me that whole trip, what creation actually is. I went outside, nothing was perfect, nothing was successful or failure. It was creation. Throughout the writing process of this book, and it's probably going to be a lifelong journey of this, but I'm proud to say that I've actually deprogrammed from something that's very deep rooted. I find it extremely satisfying, extremely full circle, that I'm going to release a book to help people deprogram from the lies in Western society, but also through the writing process, through the creative process of writing this book, I'm also deprogramming from my own negative beliefs and negative programming that's been inputted in me. Your boy has done it, man. Your boy has found what he's looking for. Love. Love, 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 love.
It's so peaceful out here. It's literally surrounded by other people's houses and trees. It's mad.
Fun fact about Kaizen, I've actually never been alone for this long in my life. 2 weeks by myself. I'm starting to miss severely human interaction. I miss my woman so much, bro. I miss her so much. Another thing, if you guys are planning on doing this hyperbolic time chamber protocol for yourself, there's 3 things that I want you to deeply meditate on, because you're gonna have a lot of time to just think and mull over things in your life. And I think the biggest takeaways that I've gotten while I've been here is 1, food intake, what you use for fuel in your body. Number 2, your compulsions / addictions. And number 3, how much you're doing. Most people are going to be doing too much, especially in this day and age, in this society. A lot of people aren't doing too little in this day and age because of the fucking pressure from hustle culture, you know? But meditate on those things. It's the last day, baby. It's the last fucking day. Guys, I am so gassed. Like, I have a sneaking suspicion that this is less of a vlog and more of a documentary because I filmed so much, but let's wrap it up. So coming out here, I'll be very transparent with you guys. I wasn't in a good place mentally. I wasn't in a good place spiritually. I felt as if I've let the rules and the promises I made for myself back when I had my spiritual awakening slip gigantically, because at the end of the day, spiritual awakening is such a strong experience that you will make a lot of unsustainable changes within your life, and the deep layers of conditioning haven't been dealt with yet. But here, what I've managed to do is, well, you guys have seen it, do you know what I mean? And I'm proud to say, after 6 months of not making damn near any progress on my book, the first draft is pretty much done. What the fuck? Like, incorporating this protocol of setting time aside to unravel what's actually within your mind without all of these systems of control, social media, the news, movies, other people inputting ideas into your head. You need to figure out what the fuck you actually want to do. And I would say I'm probably going to do this every year, because there might become a time where I don't want to keep talking about spirituality, but I'm doing it because of something else, not because of what I truly want to do. It's so easy because the human mind is very easily conditioned. So yeah, that's my one thing that I want to leave you guys with. If you take anything from this video, which I think I've said before about something else, set rules for your health, set rules for your social media usage, set rules, create your matrix, if that makes sense, because you don't want to be sucked inside this matrix anymore, bro, because it doesn't end well for you. But guys, I love you, and I hope you've gotten something very valuable from this video. Love. My kings and queens, it's been a whole month and a bit since fully completing the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. I never realized how profound this would actually be for me. I just knew that something needed to change in my life, and maybe just sitting with myself, meditating, journaling, eating right for 14 days would help me. But now I realized that I fully created a method to facing your inner demons, truly and wholeheartedly. I had some pretty lofty goals for 2K23. I am turning my videos into a bigger brand. I'm going to achieve financial freedom without selling my soul. And I'm gonna release my debut book. All of these things, they seemed achievable at the start of the year, but I wanted it too bad. My sense of worth was attached to these things. And because of that, counterintuitively, I made no progress because I was way too stressed out about the outcome. I had no love for the process. But now that I've gotten to the deeper subconscious roots of these issues, life has become a game. Like, life has truly become like a GTA game. Like, I'm not taking any of this shit seriously. It's all just attracting to me. So now I'm putting my well-being before my work, and I'm coming at life every single day from a place of power, integrity, love, just for being alive, just for breathing. It's like everything is just coming to me now. The ideas for my book are just coming to me now. I just want to create a community of people like me, man. People that have a true passion for raising their consciousness, opening their mind to the shit that's happening in society and ourselves. People who want to talk about spirituality, psychology, philosophy, holistic health, but in a way that's fun, man. Like, all of this shit doesn't have to be all like, oh yeah, get on your shit, and like, oh yeah, boss shit. It's actually just life. Like, it's actually just fun. Like, it's fun to learn for me. And so for those reasons, I'm excited to announce the next chapter of Kaizen, which is a Patreon and a podcast. Jeez. The Patreon is up now. It's gonna be an extended version of this very video up on the Patreon. And as for the podcast, hey man, I don't know about the name yet, but I'm thinking Break the Matrix Podcast. What are we thinking? I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna confirm it by the time this video's out. But put in the comments what you think the podcast should be called. I want this to be a very collaborative effort, since y'all are the ones that are gonna be listening to this shit. But I'm very excited for it, man. This is gonna be a my long form piece of weekly content, and you already know what to expect in it, bro. Mind-blowing shit, open-minded shit. We're gonna be talking about different schools and different philosophies of life. We're gonna be talking about different aspects within spirituality, philosophy, and psychology in order to boost one's level of consciousness. But yeah, man, watch this space. Watch this space. That's all I can say. There's gonna be a lot more details coming up about the podcast and the Patreon. I love you guys, and thank you for investing your time into watching this movie, this documentary, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you go and download that Hyperbolic Time Chamber PDF and do it for yourself, because I'm not capping. This will change your life if you do it. This will. So yeah, man, I don't think there's anything else to say other than Kaizen out.